Hey, I'm getting ready to go to a bookstore here. Just let me just introduce myself to you guys. My name's David Jacobs. I own the Happy Bookstack bookstores. We have one in Tennessee. It's been open for 3 years. It's our first store. One more in West Tennessee. It's been open for about 7 months or so. It's a bookstore coffee shop. I have a bookstore in Pleasant Grove, Utah. It's about to start doing some coffee and dirty sodas and things like that. I wanted to just kind of just do just a quick little video here because part of my life purpose is to push physical media, physical books, tangible products onto the general public and to provide a place for you to come in and buy those. Let me tell you why I think that's important and why there's maybe some misconceptions around the utility of those books and also just misconceptions around the fact that people are still seeking those out in very vast numbers. And some people think that maybe the public's not doing that. So when I first opened the store, I had lots and lots of people ask me, like, why open a bookstore? You're trying to open a bookstore in, see the year, trying to open a bookstore in 2022. Are you crazy? Didn't Kindle kill that? All those sorts of questions. So when you kind of look at bookstores were trending down after the Kindle came out, and it's not specific to the Kindle solely. It's really social media, everything, right? Attention spans went down, all those sorts of things. But COVID really did something where people were kind of trapped in their houses, where all they had maybe were things that they had at the house at the time. And people really, after that time, because I was selling online, I was able to see, like, wow, my numbers are up a lot. Obviously, people can't get out and shop in physical places, so it makes sense that I'm selling more books and things online. But they can buy anything. Why are they buying books? Why are they buying DVDs, things like that? And afterwards, after COVID, you see a huge resurgence of independent bookstores and Barnes and Noble and expanding. And Barnes and Noble, even this year, is opening dozens of stores, opened up dozens of stores last year. And there's tons of independent bookstores opening. And we've been able to expand to future stores and new stores and things like that. So why? Why? So I think what you see, obviously, is people, we have an innate craving to hold something that's tangible. And sometimes we don't realize that until we are cooped up and isolated during times like COVID. It's like, hey, I need to hold something. I need to own something. Right now, it's like with Netflix and other subscription services, more and more people are slowly finding out, and it takes a while to do so. But they're finding out that, hey, it's like, as much as I like much of the selection on Netflix, it doesn't always have what I want. And there's times that I want to rewatch a movie that I watched on here a year ago, and it's not there anymore. It's not there anymore. So if I own that DVD, I can just pop it in. And these days, to rent something for 24 hours is at least $2.99. It's at least $2.99. Not to be too self-serving, but like if you go to the happybookstack.com, it's like we have DVDs where it's buy two get one free for shipping over $15. Most DVDs are like $4 and something. So by the time you get one free buying two, it's like you could own it for almost the same price and rewatch it all the time. So it's like, I don't know which way this trend's going to go. Like I said, Kindle and whatever else did it, social media, algorithms, really hurt bookstores for a few years, and now the trend swung the other way. So it's like sometimes it takes a little while for the ills of society to permeate through the body. It's like we realized something. It took a while, but maybe there is a part of us that became a shell from just looking at screens and not holding things, not going out into the community and browsing shelves instead of browsing pages on a screen. So it's like I am here to help cultivate that change. I can't make anyone want anything, but I can hopefully hold up something that's good, something that I believe gives life in some way to those that hold it. And I know that sounds crazy, but like you wouldn't believe the amount of times I have someone come into my store. Let's just throw out comics, for example. Like a 40-year-old person, male and female, and they're going through 60 long boxes of comics for 3 or 4 hours. And I don't ask them. They love to tell me. It's like, I'm doing this because I used to collect. And my mom, this is tell as old as time. My mom got rid of my collection. She sold the whole thing in a yard sale. She donated it to Goodwill, something like that, right? And now I'm spending my life trying to recollect what I once had, trying to recapture like that mystery and wonder of childhood that life beats out of you. So I encourage you to rediscover the wonder of literature, rediscover the wonder of story, of narrative. I think that the older we get, the more we the more we subconsciously realize that our life does exist within a story, and that those stories that we read growing up, or maybe we can even tell, like, there's stories that I should have read, there's narrative that I would really love to be able to cling on to and understand, like with the season that I'm going through in life. So it's like I encourage us to read these stories. It's like there's books and stories that have been around for thousands of years, and we have to ask why, right? I think we're going to see the same thing with media and like movies. It's like as movies in some ways become higher quality in production and just a lot less with the story and the narratives and all those things. It's like people circle back to things that are older. I'm not saying older is innately better, but I'm saying if something has stood the test of time, perhaps there's a reason that it's done that. So I say all this to say, specifically, just talking about this right now, it's like bookstores at the most core level, they're a community hub. They're a place where people can come in and browse shelves. Because I mean, tell me this: how many retail stores are there that's not Kroger, that's not Walmart, that's still a brick and mortar, or somewhere that you buy clothes? It's like this is one of the few stores you actually go into because you want to. You're not going in there because hey, I got to go buy groceries, or hey, I have to go to Lowe's and buy a tool, something like that. You go into a bookstore because you say, hey, I want to collect something, I want to read something, I want to discover something, and that works for people of all ages, all walks of life. So if you're older, if you're younger, I encourage you, take the time out to read. Take the time out to go into your local bookstore and browse some shelves. Outside the Heavy Book Stack, we're going to keep on looking to expand this, get our hands on as many books as possible to help further this. I think that every community needs a ground. Every person needs to ground themselves in something. I think story is a great place to do that. So I encourage you guys, if you haven't been in a book recently, go ahead and jump into one. I'm going to be trying to find some myself to read since I've opened the store. Ironically, I haven't had as much time. That's just an excuse. Anyone can read 10 pages a day. Just wanted to pop in here and talk to you just as a bookstore owner of what I've seen and kind of what my motivation is in doing this. I think it's important that we all just kind of assess uh, literature and say, hey, I need this in my life, whether I know I need it or not. So you guys have a great day. Good to talk to you guys.